Okay, so this video is for informational and educational purposes only, and by all means, do your own research. Don't listen to anything I say. So, when I just want to make sure I'm clear, when you say cancer research, are you talking about Dr. Stanislaw Brzezinski of Texas, who and his neoplastons? He found peptides in human blood and urine that had never been discovered before, and then he started taking them from healthy people, and then he can actually recreate them. And um, pretty sure his patents have been copied, um, and which is not legally allowed. You might be though referring to and Dr. Stanislav Berzinski has had like 30 years of, if I'm not mistaken, FDA approved trials. He just hasn't been approved. But you might be talking about Dr. Max Gerson and his daughter Charlotte, who used their food therapy for things like that, and then had to be pushed to South America, I think. And I think even Charlotte, I think, has passed away now. But read up on her, because in her 80s she broke her hip, and it actually was pretty cool that it healed completely, if I'm not mistaken, on its own. Even broke the titanium that it was used. But you also might be talking about Rick Simpson and Phoenix Tears, which directly detail how to take care of that problem on your own. Although you also might be talking about Alan Smith of New Zealand, very unlucky guy who had pneumonia, and because of he had leukemia, and because of that he got pneumonia and complication. He got pneumonia from the swine flu. So like he had leukemia, got the swine flu because of his lowered immune system, then got pneumonia because of the swine flu, and then his vitamin C. You might want to look that up. You might be talking about like ivermectin or fenbendazole. You might be talking about Tesla or Royal Raymond Rife, who used like frequency to like destroy cells that weren't healthy. Watching my words here. So I don't know which research you're talking about, but I find a lot of the problem and the reason we haven't found a cure for it yet, in my opinion, that means nothing, is that all these big money people, the people that take a lot of this money for research, I never see them talking about anyone I just mentioned, or Dr. Sebi. I mean, there's other people that we can mention and that have actually proven things and talk about it. Like, we all need to be better and be honest. And even me, like, I mean, someone said on here the other day that they finally started agreeing with me and commented on my post, but they've been calling me whiny to themselves for a while. And that's true. I've been going through a lot for 5 years, and I haven't, I'd love a bath or a shower. I haven't had a shower in almost 3 years. And I can take anyone who walks through that door right now and probably get rid of any pain they have, especially like headaches and low back pain. Those are the easier ones that I'm able to like help with. Some take a while, some I can't help with, especially if you've had surgeries and like pens and like needle like hardware put in. But I can take you. I've had people with migraines since longer than they can remember, and $25, and I don't see them for 2 years, and I shouldn't have to bathe in a sink. But I find the reason that a lot of this hasn't come to light yet is because these companies that keep asking for funding don't talk about anyone I've mentioned. It's interesting. It's almost like they don't want to coordinate with people who have literally been taken to court to try to stop what they're doing. I'm, is that the research that you're talking about? And I did want to add one last thing that I forgot, because there's so much that I don't understand. For instance, every doctor is supposed to follow the first rule of medicine. But when you ask a doctor what the first rule of medicine is, they don't know. They'll give you to do no harm. Good. How do you do no harm? And everyone has a different opinion. But the doctor who created that first rule of medicine, his name was Hippocrates, who was the father of medicine, and he created the first rule to do no harm, which is called the Hippocratic Oath, and it literally spells out how to do no harm in there. Like, don't give, don't take money to put people in harm, teach people for free because you were taught by free, and once you add money in there, then, I mean, it literally explains how to do no harm, and I haven't found one doctor that'll teach by apprenticeship and get me certified to be a doctor, which is my goal to do for everyone else. Like, once I get certified as a doctor, I'm going to open a school where you will be able to get certified as a doctor by apprenticeship. I will make sure that's in my school, whether they like it or not, because apprenticeship is mandatory to do no harm. So, but just like Hippocrates said, you are what you eat. They don't start with you are what you eat. They don't tell you to give up your sins like Jesus. They say, keep eating what you want, keep doing what you want. Here's some more diet soda, and let's just take more research money to figure out why your health's not good. Like, I don't know. Like, here's some more soda and fries. I don't know why your health's not good. Here's some burgers. Like, I mean, beats me.